Now we can see you, sort of.
Sort of.
Well, yeah, sort of. I'm not touching anything. It's got a good view of the screen. Ooh, hey, that sun's gonna be bad. All right.
I think the town has to buy you some blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the windows are from 1979, so blinds are the least of our worries. I'm just worried about it falling physically out of the building someday.
Well, it looks like you have just a quorum.
Hey, I was just about to ask, Mark, had Nick mentioned hearing back from anyone that they weren't able to make it?
No.
Yeah, it is on Apple phone, now 6 o'clock.
Seems that somebody else is trying to connect here.
Yeah,
We have an iPad of some sort. And we have two people or one other person, or two people watching. So that's good.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah.
So,
oh, hey, John? No? Hi, Bob?
The iPad has connected.
yeah,
There's Bill. That's Cindy. Yay, Cindy. And Nancy.
All right, everyone's getting on the very last 6:01, everybody. I don't know. All right.
The 8:01 tomorrow morning.
Nancy made it.
I am gonna have to move locations though.
Oops, I lost somebody's picture.
All right, well, I'm inclined to say let's go ahead and start. We will begin with a roll call. Oh, no, sorry. I guess we have to do the right to know meeting checklist first. All right, so welcome everyone. As chair of the planning board,
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, okay, no.
sorry.
Okay. No, we're good.
That was good.
As chair of the planning board, due to the COVID-19 coronavirus crisis and in accordance with Governor Nunes Emergency Order Number 12, pursuant to Executive Order 2020-04, this board is authorized to meet electronically. Please note that there is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to the meeting, which was authorized pursuant to the Governor's emergency order. However, in accordance with emergency order, this is to confirm that we are A, providing public access to the meeting by telephone with additional access possibilities by video or other electronic means. We are utilizing the Zoom platform for this electronic meeting. All members of the board have the ability to communicate contemporaneously during this meeting through the Zoom platform, and the public has access to contemporaneously listen and, if necessary, participate in this meeting through Zoom or dialing this phone number 603-236-4730 or by clicking the website www.watervillevalley.org. We are also B, providing public notice of the necessary information for our listening meeting. We previously gave notice to the public of how to access the meeting using Zoom, and instructions were provided on the Town of Waterville Valley's website at watervillevalley.org. C, we're providing a mechanism for the public to alert the public body during the meeting if there are problems with access. If anybody has a problem, please call 603-236-4730 or email at townofwv@watervillevalley.org. And D, we will adjourn the meeting if the public is unable to access the meeting. In the event the public is unable to access the meeting, we will adjourn the meeting and have it rescheduled at that time. Please note that all votes are taken during this meeting shall be done by a roll call vote. So we will then move on to our roll call attendance. And as in our previous meetings, I'll just go alphabetically by our last name. If you could state your full name and your membership status, and we'll go from there.
And just a reminder to unmute yourself to do that. I'm pretty much trying to keep people muted to cut down the background noise. So you need to unmute yourself when you're going to speak.
Which is really quick and easy with a space bar if you're on the laptop. So Knight.
Nancy Knight, full member.
Capel,
Mike Capel, alternate.
Larson,
Bill Larson, full member.
Wendy Rathgaber, member. Racine. I know I saw John. No? Okay,
Don't see him now.
no. Rita,
Rich Rita, ex officio.
Spence,
Bill Spence, member.
Waite. Terry here,
I didn't see Terry either.
Don't see him.
and Brady, and Wilson.
Don't see him either.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and we'll seat Mike for the meeting. And we can continue from there. So the purpose of, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can I give you an alternate number in
You're on
case,
Mark's muted.
in case people are trying to call the office? I'm the only person here. They can use an alternate number of 603-254-8303 to contact me if they can't reach me through the office phone. Okay, so if anybody has any problems accessing the meeting, 603-254-8303.
Do you have the ability to see emails where you're at, Mark?
I don't. They should use wvmanager@watervillevalley.org. I can't see the town of WV account.
Okay, sorry. we should-
wvmanager@watervillevalley.org.
Okay, thank you for the updates, and sorry for anyone if that's throwing a curveball. This is our first evening meeting. The planning board had decided to meet on certain evenings when we had a public hearing to try to facilitate access for those who are working during the day and make sure that none of our regular meetings become too long. We'll get that. So I'm going to wait. We'll do the minutes of the last month's meeting tomorrow morning at our regularly scheduled meeting. So we can just jump right into the public hearing for our subdivision regulation changes. And I'd like to ask Tara, for those who don't know, Tara Bamford has been helping us, has been our town expert for the past couple of years, assisting us in going through our zoning updates and plugging through all of our subdivision changes that need to be addressed. So Tara, you'll be able to share documents to show where we've been changing?
Sure, I can highlight, just quickly highlight what the changes were, and then if you want me to, I thought I would put the clean copy up on my screen to point to if people have particular sections they wanted to talk about.
Okay. Mike, are you shaking your head? Would you rather look at it a different way?
He's muted.
I unmuted him, but he has to do it on his.
I was hopefully that anyone that was going to attend the meeting, since these things were all posted online at the Waterville's, at the town website, that they would have read them before they showed up.
Yeah, Mike, I I wasn't planning to scroll through and talk about all the changes. I just have one page with a list of the highlights of what we did. And then I can put a clean copy up, and if someone wants to talk about a particular section, we'll go to that section.
Okay,
Yeah, it can be a bit of a document to read if
Yeah,
you're not familiar with before and after.
even for me, that's why I have to review it and make a list, so. We really did a lot. We set out to clean up the procedures because there were some sections left over from when state law used to allow a conditional approval of a preliminary plan, and then somebody go on and make the final plan. So I think our preliminary goal was to get that out of there and get in line with state law. Along the way, we talked a lot about driveways, common driveways, and internal roads, and added some definitions to clarify what those were, because there's been some confusion in the past of what was what. We updated the survey and monument language just to be more in line with what surveyors are telling us. We added a lot more details to what the board might want to see in a conditional approval, so that there's a checklist in front of the board when you're doing an approval to run through and just trigger your mind of, well, do we need to do this? Do we need to do that? Internal roads would now follow exactly the same specifications as all other roads. They just wouldn't have a right of way because they're part of one property, like a condominium development. We incorporated the New Hampshire DOT material specifications by reference, put more details in on road maintenance responsibilities that would have to be in the covenants, so that the town attorney and Mark and so forth can make sure if there's going to be a private road that everything's in place to take care of that properly. We strengthened the stormwater section, incorporating the New Hampshire DES stormwater manual, broadened the scope of storms that need to be considered from 25-year to 50-year, other requirement that stormwater be treated on site, so that addressing some concerns that were raised in the recent natural resource inventory for the town, that volume, velocity, and pollutant loading can't be any worse at the property line after a project than before it. And we clarified how a project is vested to be protected from changes in regulations that come along after it's approved. That's, I think that's a pretty good Reader's Digest version of the substantive changes that we made. And I'll go ahead and put the clean document on my screen so we can go there if people have questions specific to a certain section.
I'm sorry, not to interrupt the flow, but I am hearing some thunder outside, and I know, Tara, you had the possibility of some storms in your area. If we do have a severe storm come through and knock you offline, Tara, we'll try to pick it up. Mark has it, but then if we have the similar thing come through here, we will need to, of course, delay until we're able to come back on.
it got real dark over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
It's like
also,
hell here.
Nick put a continuation on the agenda for tomorrow morning, so I think you're automatically kind of continuing the hearing to tomorrow morning.
Okay.
As well.
Yes, if we do get knocked off, we'll plan for that to pick up tomorrow, and apologies if it does happen. So did anyone from the public have any questions about the things that Tara summarized so far? Or for that matter, from the board, if anyone wants to review anything?
I had just an informational question. more than anything, only because I missed it before and I should have asked in an earlier meeting, but, oh boy, it's dark in here now. I think it's section 5.05 subdivision plat regulations or requirements, something like that, where it talks about, I can barely see now. Let's see. Oh, I think it talks about 100 feet to the inch, but then in parentheses it says 1 to 1200. And Tara, I was just wondering, what does that mean, 1 to 1200?
Well, that is the scale, that's the unitless scale, because there are 12 inches in a foot. The scale is expressed two ways. One might be inch to feet, but another might be if it was inches to inches or feet to feet, and that's when it's 1 to 1200.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's really inches to inches or feet to feet.
So
They're just the two more common ways to express scale.
1 inch on the map is 1200 inches in real life?
Correct.
Gotcha. Thank you. That was it?
That was easy.
Yeah.
Boring.
Well, boring until you try to measure by inch.
No, not boring.
He says
Boring.
boring.
Oh, boring.
Making reference to the rain.
Well, maybe I jinxed you because it's sunny here.
That's okay.
All right, any additional questions or so many questions? Any additional questions?
I could make the comment that the paragraph numbering system of the new regulations is significantly better than the previous one.
And I think Robert's raising his hand. Is that right?
Go ahead, Bob. Sorry, I'm not seeing it.
You talking to me, Bob Freese?
Yeah.
Did you have a question?
No, I just saw a notice that said I should unmute, so I unmuted.
Okay, I thought you had your hand up, so I was trying to be helpful.
No.
All right, well, it sounds like there isn't a lot of feedback and a lot of concern. We have 3 members of the public with us.
There were 4.
Anyway. Okay. And nothing's coming in electronically or in any other way, Mark, as far as questions?
No.
I had a question for Mark. So are we going to create new forms for people to fill out once these are accepted?
Yes, we will have new implementing forms.
Okay.
All right, so since we haven't approached something this way before, I guess I had a little bit of hesitation in having our first evening public hearing at this time, where it's different because it's virtual, as well as it's different because it's our first evening meeting. So personally, I'd feel better continuing to the morning to make sure we're not missing anyone who may have been confused by and miss an opportunity to give us feedback. I'd like to know how the rest of the board feels about that, though.
I agree with what you just said, that we should continue this meeting till the morning.
I think
And
you
I'm
may need,
assuming we would vote on it at that time, after the public hearing is closed.
Right.
I think you may need to continue it because Nick put on the agenda that it's continued.
Yes.
I don't think he understood our communications about that.
I agree, legally, I agree with you, Tara.
Okay. Well, unless if there are any objections,
I move we close the meeting.
Well, you want to continue it to 8 tomorrow morning?
I move we continue the meeting till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Perfect.
continue the public hearing. Can we have a second?
I will second that.
Super. All in favor? Oh, I guess
Got it.
do a roll call. I put the list away. Sorry, everyone. Okay, roll call vote. Nancy,
Nancy Knight, yes.
Mike Capel,
Yes.
Bill Larson,
He's muted.
unmute Bill,
Bill Larson, yes.
Wendy Rathgaber, yes. John's not with us. Rich Rita,
Rich Rita, yes.
Bill Spence,
Yes.
Terry's not with us, Rob's not with us. Okay. So we will continue the public hearing on the subdivision regulations tomorrow morning at our regularly scheduled planning board meeting. We'll start at 8 o'clock. And I guess everyone can enjoy the rain now.
Everybody go get your canoe.
The recording has stopped.
Okay, see you.
Bye, guys.
See you in the morning.
Thank you, everybody.
See you in the morning.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
Till tomorrow.